Hey teachers! Here's an easy and fun activity to do in class before or after reading the article about plastic recycling titled, "Can Computers Help Us Recycle More Plastic?" One of the researchers for this article, Dr. Martin Henriksen, provided us with a short activity you can use to easily separate plastics. You can set this up as a demo or use it as an inquiry activity that your students can do themselves. The activity allows students to separate their own plastics by placing them in a cup of water to see which ones float and which ones sink. Plastics with a higher density will sink, and others with a lower density will float. PET, or polyethylene terephthalate, is labeled as plastic number 1. It has a high density and should sink readily. Other plastics are lower density and should float. Examples of these lower density plastics that might end up in your classroom include PE, or high density and low density polyethylene, which are labeled as plastic number 2 and plastic number 4, respectively, and PP, or polypropylene, which is labeled as plastic number 5. You can provide different types of plastics for your students, or you can ask them to bring different plastics they have at home. If you're unsure about the types of plastics you have, you can always check the triangle number stamped into the bottom of the plastic piece. Sometimes plastic pieces can get stuck together, or little bubbles stick to pieces and make them float. So make sure to stir everything really well. They should separate out pretty quickly, like you can see in the video. Let us know if you do this little experiment in your classrooms and how it went. Also, make sure to check out the Ask a Scientist interview with Dr. Henriksen and learn all about how researchers identify plastics in the lab using computers.